An Ellsworth man was seriously injured while fleeing from police. Good afternoon, I'm Susan Farley. There's an uptick in the amount of highly contagious virus in the area, and there was a large crowd for the recovery of Palooza in Bangor on the Bangor waterfront over the weekend. Thank you for joining us. We'll have more on these and other stories coming up. First, let's check in with meteorologist Devin Biggs. Devin?
Alrighty, happy Monday afternoon. It is a nice one around here as the sky is crystal clear, allowing a lot of sunshine to peek through, not only for us, but across the entire Northeast. There is a front well down to our south, keeping the clouds away. There's another boundary to the north, and that may allow a little bit of rain to pass through across the northern parts of the state later on. Futurecasts will be showing this passing through later on tonight across the northern parts of the state. We'll only see the clouds as we head towards early Tuesday morning before even that begins to get out of here. So the rain we had last week looks like it'll be the only rain we'll have for at least a little while. But in the meantime, for today, we get to enjoy some nice weather outside. Upper 70s, so above normal, mostly sunny and breezy, and that west wind at around 20 miles per hour. By tonight, we have low 50s outside, mostly clear. It'll still be a little breezy with that north breeze at around 15 miles per hour. As we head towards tomorrow, upper 60s, so we cool off a bit. Mostly sunny, still breezy. North wind at around 15 miles per hour. So your hourly forecast this afternoon still showing a lot of sunshine with temperatures in the 70s and then cooling off. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
Thank you, Devin. A man from Ellsworth was badly injured after getting struck by a vehicle on the main turnpike last night. According to the Department of Public Safety, a man from West Virginia was traveling on the turnpike through Biddeford when he struck something around 8:30 p.m. He initially thought it was a deer, but after checking his truck's onboard camera, he realized he had struck a pedestrian who was running across the turnpike. Troopers went to the scene and located 39-year-old Jared Felling of Ellsworth in a tall, marshy area. He had serious injuries to his legs and head and was also in the early stages of hypothermia. Felling was then rushed to the hospital. His injuries are not believed to be life-threatening. Investigators also learned that Felling has a long criminal history, and he had been fleeing from the Biddeford police after recently getting caught breaking into cars. Officials say he ran across the turnpike while fleeing from police. He had also removed his court-ordered ankle monitor earlier in the day in Ellsworth, and an arrest warrant had been issued. A 20-year-old man has died following a motorcycle crash in Whitefield. According to the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office, they responded to the crash on WVII Road in the town of Windsor shortly before 11 a.m. Sunday morning. Authorities say the motorcycle left the roadway on the northbound shoulder and struck trees. The driver was from Whitefield, and he was pronounced dead at the scene. Officials say he was wearing a helmet. They say speed and driver inexperience appear to be contributing factors. The crash remains under investigation. Local veterinarians are offering tips to keep dogs safe during an uptick of parvovirus cases in Bangor. Canine parvovirus is highly contagious and often fatal if not treated immediately, but vaccines are available. The Eastern Maine Emergency Veterinary Clinic says dogs are being brought in with the disease almost weekly. The virus is spread through contaminated surfaces, dog feces, and contact with infected dogs. Vets are urging owners to not bring their pets to any public spaces where dogs are often because they are not vaccinated, saying that the virus can survive disinfectants and contaminated surfaces can cause infections even years later. According to the American Veterinary Medicine Association, parvo symptoms include lethargy, bloody diarrhea, vomiting, fever, and hypothermia. While puppies are most at risk, vets encourage all dogs to be completely vaccinated to potentially save their life. The town manager of Holton was arrested on Thursday on domestic violence-related charges. According to the Aroostook County Sheriff's Office, 27-year-old Cameron Clark of New Limerick was arrested without incident on charges of domestic violence assault and tampering with a witness. Authorities say the alleged domestic violence incident occurred 10 days before Clark's arrest. Clark was appointed town manager earlier this year. According to the Bangor Daily News, the Holton Town Council chair reportedly said Clark will keep his role as his case makes its way through the court. The sheriff's office says he was released on bail and is scheduled to appear in court next week. The Brewer City Council has denied the license for a local daycare that came under DHHS scrutiny. A video surfaced that showed a former employee of Elevate Child Care Center handling a child inappropriately. Councilors say they are trying to protect children, and Friday afternoon's vote was unanimous.
I do understand that we are definitely putting families at a great, not just an inconvenience, but financially could be impacting brewer families, and I realize and recognize that that is very difficult.
The denial took effect at 11:59 Friday night. As Northern Light Health and Anthem continue the back and forth over their stalled negotiations, Northern Light Health President and CEO Tim Dentry on Friday reached out directly to Anthem's president. In a letter, Tim Dentry expressed disappointment and concern over Anthem's assertion that Northern Light Health has walked away from the mediation process, saying they remain willing to work together, but that Anthem's recent comments violate the agreed-upon mediation principles. They also say Anthem has added complications to administrative processes for the coverage of some of the most vulnerable patients, and Northern Light has had to add resources just to handle them, costing the system money and causing stress for sick patients who now face extra steps for getting coverage for their care. They say this goal remains simple: to serve our patients and our community without disruption or delay, but right now Anthem is standing in the way of that mission. If the two sides can't reach an agreement, Northern Light will leave Anthem's commercial network on Wednesday, leaving thousands of Mainers wondering where they'll be able to receive coverage. It's an ancient maritime ritual to christen a ship before it heads to sea. It instills good fortune and protection for both the ship and those aboard it. That ancient tradition could be found in Bath over the weekend. The United States Navy's newest guided missile destroyer was christened at Bath Iron Works shipyard on Saturday. The USS Lewis Wilson is the first Flight 3 destroyer built by Bath Iron Works. According to WVII, the ship is named after General Lewis Wilson, Jr., a Medal of Honor recipient and former commandant of the Marine Corps. In attendance were the family and invited guests of 1,500 shipbuilders. Speakers included officials from the Armed Forces, Governor Janet Mills, Senator Angus King, and General Dynamics Bath Iron Works President Charles Crow. A new chapter is underway for a local health organization, Penobscot Community Healthcare, announcing the newly formed PCHC Foundation. With an eye toward making primary health care more available, they say the foundation was formed to advance PCHC's charitable mission by supporting the infrastructure, workforce, programming, job training, recruitment, and innovation. Former UMaine Collins Center for the Arts Executive Director and District 122 state lawmaker Danny Williams has been appointed president of this newly formed foundation. He says in part, quote, "I am thrilled to be assuming the helm of the PCHC Foundation at this early start upstage," end quote. An annual event dedicated toward helping a local hospital's critical program was held in Bangor Sunday. Broadway Park in Bangor was the home of the 7th annual St. Joe's Commit to Community event, which featured tables run by local groups and organizations, a 5K walk and run, and a 10K run, as well as obstacle courses for kids. All of the proceeds go toward the hospital's sexual assault forensic examiner program, also known as the SAFE program, which provides support to victims of violence and abuse.
Safe Nurse is a healthcare provider that's received specialized training to care for someone who's been affected by violence that seeks healthcare after that experience.
This is such a great program, and the nurses are dedicated and specially trained to do what they do, and we really appreciate all the support.
When they see the community come out like this, it recharges our batteries and really sets our compass for the work that we do.
As for the community turnout, officials say it was looking like they could break their registration record. Their goal was to raise $250,000, and as of Sunday morning, they were around 93% of the way there. On Friday, Maine said farewell to more than 100 soldiers from the Maine Army National Guard. As our Alex Schley tells us, the group is the first of its kind to be sent overseas in more than a decade.
Friday, Governor Janet Mills joined state leaders, family, and friends to send off Maine's Army National Guard 136 Vertical Construction Company.
You're prepared for months to carry out your mission, and you should be confident that every task that you complete strengthens our relationships with our allies and enhances the security and stability of the region, which in turn protects your loved ones here at home.
The unit is comprised of Army National Guard personnel from Skowhegan and Lewiston and is part of Maine's 133rd Engineer Battalion, whose roots date back to 1760.
This is the first engineer mobilization overseas since 2013. It's a significant opportunity, so having the opportunity to deploy as engineers to do construction for our allies and the mission over there is the most exciting thing we could ever hope for.
In the coming weeks, the company will deploy to Saudi Arabia, where they will support Operation Spartan Shield and help developing much-needed resources.
To build what we call critical infrastructure, whether that's helping renew a park or build buildings or build or refresh roads to add to our infrastructure.
Dunn says this is her first unit she's sending off since taking command.
The pride of knowing how well led they are, how well trained they are, and how supported they are by their friends and family and the employers that are here today.
More than 130 soldiers are deploying. Officials say they'll finish training in the coming weeks before boarding a plane to the Middle East. In Augusta, Alex Schley for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Coming up on ABC 7 News at noon, physical activity can do more than just get kids fit. We've got details when we return.
Hi, I'm Tony Hafford from TC Hafford Basement Systems, the all things basement-y company. Basement waterproofing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. Since 1991, over 15,000 Maine homeowners have trusted TC Hafford Basement Systems to fix their basements. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems today for all things basement-y.
Whether you're hurt by a landscaping truck like this, a work van like this, or any commercial vehicle, we know how to get you the big money you may deserve.
Hurt by a commercial vehicle? Call the twos. We win for you.
Hi, I'm Barry, third-generation owner of Gas Horse Supply and Western Wear. For over 100 years, we have been a destination for Western saddlery and equine tack. But hold on, partner. We are a store with much more. We are fully stocked with Western apparel and, of course, Western boots for the entire family. For summer concerts, formal events, how about riding horses? Even safety toe work boots. All boots purchased receive a free coating of leather preservative. Cowboy up. Gas Horse Supply and Western Wear in Orono.
Honey, where's the countertop?
I sent it out to the granite shop this morning to be replaced.
Wow! The quickest turnaround in the business, the Granite Shop in Sedgwick.
The Gristmill Museum in Dexter gives visitors a window into Maine's past.
It's a time capsule. People who've lived here any amount of time can come in and find a part of themselves here.
We'll take you there Tuesday on ABC 7 News at 6.
Summer is here and it's heating up. You could be cooling down with a Fujitsu heat pump from Valley Home Services. Don't let the name fool you. Heat pumps aren't just for winter. They keep your home cool and comfortable even on the hottest days. No more straining your back with heavy window units. Just reliable, energy-efficient cooling at the push of a button. So why wait? Embrace the comfort with Fujitsu heat pumps and Valley Home Services. Call or visit us online today.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
The search for remains continues after a gunman drove a pickup truck into a Mormon church in Michigan on Sunday and opened fire. Reporter Carolyn Elliott has the latest on the investigation.
Police have been searching for more victims after this deadly church shooting because as of last night, there were still some that were unaccounted for.
My coworkers attend there, their children attend there, our family attends there.
Investigators are working around the clock to determine a motive in a deadly shooting at a Mormon church in Grand Blanc, Michigan. On Sunday, they searched the alleged gunman's home. Records showed the 40-year-old was a former Marine who served from 2004 to 2008 and deployed to Iraq.
Mental health is a big issue, obviously. This is a situation of you find a manufactured grievance, if you will, and then a whole lot of stimulus from people either on the internet or even politicians.
Police say the suspect rammed his pickup truck through the front door of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. He began opening fire on worshipers with an assault rifle and then burning the church to the ground.
When you arrive at a scene that's so kinetic, using the police term, it's very hard to ascertain what's going on.
First responders have been searching through the rubble looking for additional victims. People throughout this community are now praising people inside the church who shielded children during the attack.
Just hundreds of people just practicing their faith. Just extreme courage, brave, and that's the type of community that we are.
Local police say the FBI is sending 100 agents here to help with this investigation. In Grand Blanc, Michigan, Caroline Elliott, Fox News.
The U.S. now says it's considering Ukraine's request to buy long-range Tomahawk missiles to push back against Russia after a bloody weekend of Russian air assaults. Correspondent Steve Harrigan has more from Moscow.
Russia unleashed one of their biggest air attacks since the start of the war, this time focused on the Ukrainian capital, Kyiv. There were multiple fatalities reported, with Moscow accused of targeting civilian areas.
There are no warehouses or plants here. We were sure that nothing would happen, but it hit us here.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says Russia is now operating what he calls a shadow fleet, using tankers and other commercial ships to launch deadly drone attacks.
The Baltic Sea must be closed to Russian tankers, at the very least to the shadow fleet.
The carnage in Kyiv contrasts sharply with the calm here in Moscow. Authorities are trying to stress that life goes on as usual, despite Ukrainian attacks on other areas of Russia, including a drone strike that caused power outages in Belgorod. And more of those attacks could be coming, with the U.S. considering sending long-range Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine.
We're going to keep on working on all of this stuff, but our simple message right now, the Russians are not gaining a lot. This war is terrible for their economy.
Meanwhile, the White House is still pushing for a ceasefire, but talks remain stalled, with Russia refusing to give up any of the territory it's captured.
It will be political blindness and a complete misunderstanding of what's going on to count on returning to old borders.
Tomahawk missiles can go 1,500 miles easily, putting Moscow within range. In Moscow, Steve Harrigan, Fox News.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says Israel and Hamas may leave a little bit unhappy with President Trump's ceasefire deal. But Trump is hopeful the deal will be signed. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is in Washington today to meet with Trump and discuss the Israel-Hamas war. Leavitt says the commander-in-chief has been working tirelessly on negotiations.
Of course, we have Prime Minister Netanyahu coming in just a few hours. As you know, the president has been working tirelessly on this effort to bring this war in Gaza and to bring this conflict in the Middle East to an end. He wants to see all of the hostages released. And Ambassador Witkoff, Special Envoy Witkoff, sent a very detailed 21-point plan to both sides, and the president expects both sides to agree.
A meeting with Netanyahu today and is expected to meet with congressional leaders in an effort to avoid a government shutdown later today. Coming up after the break, we'll have more news. We'll be right back.
Rowell's Garage has been serving customers in the greater Dover-Foxcroft region since 1946. Our goal is not just selling you a vehicle, but also giving you quality service to maintain your vehicle at peak performance. Browse our inventory online or in person. Whether it's a car, truck, or SUV, we can put you in the vehicle that is right for you. Sales, service, and parts. Rowell's Garage. Doing business the right way every day.
All I wanted was my name. Tina Turner.
Tina, the Tina Turner musical. The mega hit comes direct from Broadway. See her triumphant story and be ecstatically blown away. Everybody everywhere should come see Rafe's New York Magazine. October 27th, Cross Insurance Center. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Looking for winter services? There is still time to sign up. The pros at Atlantic Lawn Care and Landscape specialize in snow removal and ice management for commercial and residential properties. They will take care of the snow plowing, snow blowing, shoveling, salting, and sanding. Atlantic now has 2 locations and is accepting new clients in Brewer, Bangor, Vesey, and in town Orono, Brunswick, Topsail, Bath, and surrounding areas. Call for your free estimate or visit our website for customizable services. Local, reliable, and fully insured. Atlantic Lawn Care and Landscape.
For the best selection in classic and contemporary furnishings, stop by Richard Parks Furniture on High Street in Ellsworth. Handcrafted New England-made bedrooms and dining rooms, imported Scandinavian recliners and upholstery, more than 40 lines of furniture for the home and patio. Richard Parks Furniture is your #1 stop for quality, functionality, and well-designed furniture at affordable prices. Richard Parks Furniture.
Discover Richard Parks.
132 High Street in Ellsworth.
Discover Richard.
Building a new home or garage or expanding your current living space, the Home Planning Center specialist at Hammond Lumber Company are here to help. Bring them your ideas and explore Hammond's digital library of stock drawings for more inspiration. Hammond's drafting department will provide a customized floor plan. Once you approve the design, you'll receive detailed plans and a complete materials list. And when you buy all your materials from them, Hammond will refund all your design fees. To get started, bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
There's another reason to get kids physically active. ABC's Melissa Adon has the details.
Physical activity could reduce depression and anxiety symptoms in children and adolescents. A Journal of the AMA Pediatrics study found that exercise holds promise to significantly improve young people's mental health. This means fewer depression and anxiety symptoms, more self-confidence, and better social interactions. Physical activity like playing on a sports team or running around a playground could be an alternative or make other treatments like medication and therapy more effective. Mental health influences overall quality of life, so you should definitely take it seriously. In addition, mental disorders are becoming more and more common among young people, which is why your kids' well-being needs special attention. So, help your kids stay active. Getting enough exercise has both physical and psychological benefits. Talk to your doctor to learn more. With this Medical Minute, I'm Melissa Adon.
The 5th annual Recovery Palooza drew large crowds to the Bangor waterfront over the weekend. Organized by the Bangor Area Recovery Network and other community partners, the event brings together dozens of substance use recovery programs and other groups focused on recovery and sobriety. Attendees all gathered Saturday to enjoy live music, inspirational speakers, and connect to resources within the community. Organizers say this year's Palooza was their biggest one yet.
You know, whether you suffer from substance use disorder or you're in recovery or you've never had to deal with any of those things, now is the time where we need to lean on each other as a community. We need to remember each other, hear each other, love each other.
The Recovery Palooza happens once a year, but the Bangor Area Recovery Network has year-round events and volunteering opportunities. For more information, visit bangorrecovery.org. When we return, Devin Biggs has your 5-day forecast.
When you really care about good, you start seeing possibilities others might miss. Hannaford has been at this since 1883, supporting local farmers and making quality food affordable. Turns out, it's possible to take care of people and the planet we share by going the extra mile for what really matters. See all this good? At Hannaford, it's the small moments of care that add up to make a big difference for all of us. Hannaford, all for good.
Hey, New England! Ford is building F-150s just for you. Introducing the New England Edition Ford F-150s with style to spare, unmatched capability, plenty of smarts, and lots of swagger. F-Series are America's best-selling trucks for 48 straight years. And right now, you can take advantage of a limited-time offer. Lease a New England Edition F-150 for $389 a month for 36 months only from your New England Ford dealers.
Hello, this is George Whelan with Down East Direct Cremation. Now, anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year, from the comfort of your desktop or the convenience of your mobile device, you can summon transport and arrange a simple, affordable, respectful Down East Direct Cremation for your deceased loved one. Just by using the button exclusively at downeastdirectcremation.com. All you need is the location address of the person who has died, their vital statistics information, a valid credit card for payment, and that's it. No need to pick up the telephone, no need to answer a bunch of questions, no need to come into the store, and it's still just $9.75 complete. It's so easy, even I can do it. For more information, visit us at downeastdirectcremation.com or call us at 207-225-5332. Simple, affordable, respectful. The button, only at downeastdirectcremation.com.
Welcome back. Let's check your full forecast with Devin Biggs. Devin?
Alrighty, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by the Furniture Gallery. Make your house a home and shop for your living room needs at the Furniture Gallery. The Furniture Gallery is a Maine family-owned company with locations in Augusta, Bangor, and Windham. Already, wave height's not too bad this afternoon, only at around 2 feet according to the buoys. Tiny bit higher farther out towards sea at around 3 feet to even 4 feet, but really that's about it, looking rather calm at this point. Water temperature is in the lower to middle 60s this afternoon. Nothing too crazy going on with the water temperatures. Even some middle 60s out there, lower 70s farther off towards the east at this moment in time. On land, it's very quiet out there. In fact, the sky is crystal clear at this moment in time. We have a front farther down toward the south, keeping a lot of the clouds away. There it is right there. In fact, there's some tropical systems to the south too, not causing any problems for us. Maybe a little bit of rain in the southeastern U.S., but nothing too crazy there. Those will be moving away. We have a boundary to the north, and now we'll be bringing some rain to the northern parts of Maine. But as for us, we will be staying rather quiet. There is that boundary right there, and that's going to be moving in our direction. But again, high pressure keeping us quiet as we head towards the afternoon period today. Futurecast again showing that sunshine moving in. There is the clouds and a few showers possible, rain showers that is, overnight tonight. We'll have some clouds approaching early Tuesday morning. Those get out of here very quickly. And then once we head towards Tuesday afternoon, maybe a few passing clouds, nothing too impressive. Tuesday night and maybe Wednesday, we'll watch for a few more clouds approaching from the north. But again, there is a drought monitor. This does not take into account the rainfall we saw last week. That will be considered as we head towards this Thursday. So again, while it still looks bad, we are going to see a little bit of improvement in the meantime, but either way, we could definitely use more moisture. Upper 70s today, mostly sunny and breezy, west wind at around 20 miles per hour. By tonight, lower 50s, mostly clear and breezy, north wind at around 15 miles per hour. For tomorrow, mostly sunny and breezy, highs in the upper 60s, north wind at around 15 miles per hour. Let's check out your extended forecast brought to you by the Furniture Gallery. So partly cloudy for your Wednesday with highs in the low 60s, lower 60s again for your Thursday under a mostly sunny sky, mostly sunny Friday, highs in the upper 60s.
Thank you, Devin. A local kid who actively gives back to his community is hoping to make sure no kid goes without a birthday cake on their birthday. Dorian Pillsbury hosted his second annual D Max's Birthday Wish in Brewer on Sunday. The fundraiser invited folks to donate birthday cake supplies to local food pantries. Held during his birthday month, Dorian's fundraising event included games, cupcakes, and crafts. This year, his goal is to accumulate 4,000 birthday cake items, 3,000 items more than last year's goal.
Kids might not be able to get that kind of food at home. Some of the kids that we gave birthday cakes didn't even have a birthday cake before. So it's really important to try to help out in the community, whether that be bringing an extra snack for your friend at school or trying to put on a birthday cake fundraiser like me. It's really important. We need more people to step up.
I'm so proud. He has a really big heart and he has really big ambitions and really big dreams, and I love helping him, support him, and seeing him go past it.
Last year's fundraiser inspired Dorian to write a book titled D-Max's Birthday Wish, which he was signing copies of during the event. This summer, Dorian was honored by the Little League World Series as a community hero because of his numerous fundraising efforts. That's all for ABC 7 News at noon. Thanks for watching. I'm Susan Farley. We'll see you this evening on ABC 7 News at 6.